I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I play clips of The View, but I just can't help it. They're like my kryptonite. They're like Fox News' AOC. Fox News can't help but talk about AOC. I can't help but talk about The View.
In a recent New York
it's too funny to me.
Magazine interview, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez
Did you hear it? Ocasio-Cortez.
warned Democrats that they could be in trouble going into the midterms. She thinks they're still in the game, but the president and moderate Democrats need to stop thinking they can return to an era where a backroom deal with the GOP could be reached, because that kind of thinking...
I love her reading out of a teleprompter. She's like, I don't even know what I'm reading. The moderate Democrats need to stop thinking they can return to...
killed the Build Back Better...
It's the most offensively sexist show I know.
bill. Do you agree?
Do you agree? And what did I even read? You take it from here.
No.
Okay.
No. This is the absolute...
No, the Democrats are winning. Inflation is good. Gas prices are fine because we all drive electric, except for those idiot, stupid, weak, poor people who shop at Walmart. Am I right? Those people are disgusting.
wrong lesson that Democrats have learned from what happened in the last year. The country is not left of center. We are a moderate country. Independents dominate the electorate.
Exactly. And independent and moderate people love what's going on in the world. They love it. They think Joe Biden speaks incredibly well. I know that's a microaggression for white people to be told that you speak well, but I'm going to say it anyways.
And it's swing districts that make a difference. It is a 5-seat margin in the House of Representatives right now. And
Inflation means you get help. Oh my God. Inflation is a dietary measure. I mean, even I went to the grocery store and I was like, Daddy wants a steak. Daddy is not getting a steak. That's way too expensive.
historically, it looks like it's going to be a bloodbath for the Democrats if they don't turn things around. Now, the way to do that is not to go pull further to the left and get into these squabbles that give
Exactly. Like, don't say gay. Say gay. And say it as much as you want. Gay, 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 gay.
Republicans the ammunition.
The more money I pay at the putt, the more patriotic I feel. Me too. Every time I actually choose the most expensive gas station in my area because it makes me feel better about who I am, because I know I'm supporting whatever it is I'm supporting.
They need for the culture wars. What they need to do is they need to recognize some of the disingenuous arguments Republicans are using, and Democrats need to start
I love this show so much. They always talk about how Republicans have disingenuous arguments, and people in the Democratic Party, like, they're just like, they're genuine. They're not disingenuous. They're totally genuine. They're honest people, and they're not gaslighters. They're not these crazy gaslighting Republicans.
Hitting back proverbially on holding Republicans accountable in these districts. There's only 13 competitive swing districts out of 269 that are being redistricted right now. That's not a lot. AOC is in a safe district. She doesn't have to worry about this. The progressives are in safe districts. They don't determine the House of Representatives' control.
Yeah, she's a safe district, and so is somebody like a freaking Nancy Pelosi. How that woman continues to get elected. Where is it? Slava Ukrainia. Slava Ukrainia?
You're lying.
Here it is.
Slava Ukraine.
Slava Ukrainia.
She is worried about, though, is the health of this country, right? And she's worried about the families of this country. And progressive policies are popular policies across the board.
Progressive policies are not popular across the board. They're popular across the board in major cities like, I don't know, New York and LA. So in your little bubble, it might feel like it's so popular. Why am I the popular one?
Are popular policies across the board. They're actually popular with independents, and they're popular with Republicans as well. And let me tell you,
progressive policies are popular with Republicans? Come on. just come on, Sal. Come on.
Tell you what I mean about these policies. There's 84% support for paid maternity leave. I'm surprised Republicans don't think that's a good thing. 75%.
Because it should be a company policy. And so maybe a woman could be like, I want to work for this company because they support that, not force from the government. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Percent support government funding for childcare. 60% support boosting the minimum.
Yeah, Republicans are all support of more government teaching jobs that allow them to talk to their children at younger and younger ages for free. I love this idea of free. Nothing the government does is free.
Minimum wage. 57%
The government doesn't make money.
support tuition-free state public college, and 54%.
No one supports public tuition-free college. Nobody does. Because I'm not going to, I do not support some 18-year-old kid going to get a gender studies degree. I don't. Or a degree on you fill in the blank that is meaningless to society.
4% support Medicare for all, and that's across the board.
Okay, wait, what was that percentage for Medicare for all? Because I know about Medicare, and Medicare sucks.
Support Medicare for all.
72% for fun times. And 99% support The View continuing to stay on the air and for me to have a raise. I support myself in a raise.
And that's across the board.
Out who pays for it.
Well, maybe the people
Oh.
that are paying
Well, he's
for
trying to get
Who's this woman?
wars
raise
can
the taxes
pay
on
for
these
that as well.
billionaires. Maybe they'll pay for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, get these billionaires. And then when they leave the country and when they take their businesses outside of the country and there's no more billionaires to continue to tax the hell, and people are like, wait a minute, are we becoming Venezuela?
But you know,
That won't pay for it either, though.
What you're saying is very true. So I was surprised to see this Harris, this
If I was a politician, I would push out a bill that I only want to tax Hollywood elites 40 or 50% because they seem like they're on board for all this socialized stuff. Let's tax the crap out of just them.
Harvard.
So if you support any of these measures, if you support any of this ideology, you should be forced to be taxed on that. Just a thought. I don't know. Call me crazy because I'm calling bull crap on them for if they were actually forced to do these things.
Harris poll this morning that said that it shows that Trump is leading Biden 47-41. If the election were held now, I mean, we have a 6.7 million job growth in this country, which is the greatest.
The greatest ever. It's not like you just opened an economy from a pandemic where you force people to shut down. Yeah, Joe Biden did an amazing job just going like this. Job growth.
In 40 years. So what is the problem? It's the messaging.
It's the messaging. We're not pushing our propaganda enough.
And the Democrat, I think AOC has a point when she talks about, this is not the old days when Tip O'Neill would negotiate with Strom Thurmond. Those days are, whatever it was, I don't remember. But those days are gone.
But she also wants President Biden to rule by executive order, which is not how our system works.
But he has to. You can't build consensus with crazy people.
I did ask that question when
Who is this woman pushing back on executive orders?
we were talking about
voters
election results and how to fix the voting system.
Yeah, wait, I thought we had the safest and most fair election.
And I suggested that that's what he should do. And Governor Warnock, Senator Warnock, said he is not a king. And if in fact, most of this messaging is coming to us through newspapers and through online places. I don't listen to them.
Right. I do my own thing.
I don't listen to them because the only people who will determine what happens is not the newspapers, it's not them. It is going to be all of us.
It's The View. We determine everything what's going on. We are The View. May God help these people. No. May God help anyone who takes these people even with a grain of salt. And a grain of salt is just so tiny, just so teeny. It's hard to see. It just fits in the palm of your hand. You can kind of see it. But if anybody looks at that salt and goes, you know what? There are some things that The View has to say that I actually believe. Those people, may God help those people. Dear God.